One of the things I always mention to the kids when I introduce the site is that we often have stereotypes of what we believe is the case in other countries, and that's normal. That's how we go through the day. We can't have, we have to build on our knowledge. So we do form opinions about things, but often our opinions can be wrong. So if you ask questions to the world, you can often be very surprised by what your answers are. We asked some questions about, is your country democratic? And we had some answers that were surprising for the kids, and the discussion that we had around why that was surprising, I think was really good for everybody and how we formed our viewpoints. One of the questions that we asked too was about what makes you proud of your country. And that was a really interesting one because we talked about how people have stereotypes, what the stereotypes are of Canada, what the world thinks about Canada. So we predicted what different countries would say they were proud of in their own country, and it was different than what we had expected. So as a teacher, when I'm logging in a class, I can just put my class, the age of the kids. You can specify if you want the age that you want them to view, what subject your question is going to be, and then you get a code. And then when the kids are logging in, they insert that code into their login. When the kids are logging in, they don't use their own name for the world to see. The teacher will see their own name, but the world will see a name that they make up for themselves. So there's no threat to the safety of the children at all because they're not identified in any way to the world. It's only the teacher who has access to who individual kids are. That becomes helpful when you, as a teacher, I want to go back and see what the kids have been doing online. I can see my class, I can see their names, and I can see what they've been writing and what they've been seeing. As a librarian, I've used it to complement the program that the teachers are using in the classroom, because the big thing now is collaborative teaching. So you have teachers working together to develop ideas. So if they're doing something in the classroom, the safety thing was around some social studies units they were doing around safety in the world and around governments and freedom of speech and freedom of the different rights we have. So it was a way for me as a librarian to then take them from their own personal viewpoints and open them up to the world.